Hey there guys, Robert here, and welcome to episode 913 of Logo History. For this episode, we're going to look at HGTV and the Jackson Studio Album Discography. First, we'll start with HGTV. Here's the short about so you don't know what HGTV is. It is an American television network that was launched on December 1st, 1994 as Home and Garden Television. In 2010, they changed their name to HGTV. It is owned by Discovery Inc. It can only be broadcast in the United States. Their headquarters are in Knoxville, Tennessee. Its sister channels are American Heroes Channel, Animal Planet, Cooking Channel, Destination America, Discovery Life, Discovery Channel, DIY Network, Food Network, Great American Country, Investigation Discovery, TLC, and Travel Channel. Also note that the kind of HGTV that I'm talking about is the US version. Their website is www.hgtv.com. Okay guys, so this is HGTV US version. This is a show that I never watched. Brother vs. Brother. Don't miss an all-new episode at 9 p.m. Don't miss an all-new episode at 9... I think it says 9 p.m. Because, like 9 p.m. Eastern Time, because I live in New York. So don't miss an all-new episode at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. Jonathan creates the ultimate dwelling unit in office space, while Drew struggles to build his wellness wing. Guest judge Bregan Jane selects the winner, with the prize is a custom superhero suit and movie poster photo shoots. Interesting. These homes look nice. I actually have a guitar at home. Or is that a ukulele? I think it's a guitar. Because, ukuleles are much smaller than guitars. Like I said, I have a guitar at home. It's Dave & Buster's themed. and my father got that guitar for me, my Dave & Buster's guitar. not the guitar that's in the picture though. That'd be silly. Halloween's in a month, so why not show Halloween decorating things, And it says Way Day 2020 is here. Shop Wayfair's biggest annual 2-day sale for deals up to 80% off plus free shipping. Nice bed. HGTV Urban Oasis 2020. Tour the inviting backyard. Outdoor living is easy in this spacious backyard, complete with outdoor dining area, fire pit lounge, and landscaped garden and lawn space to enjoy the 4 seasons of coastal Maine. Nice. Let's just go back to this episode, shall we? And now, without further ado, let's get started. 1994 to 2010, there was a green roof above the letter H in light blue text and the letter G in white text, except that the letter G is inside a blue square. Next to that letter, there are the letters TV in green text, except that they are connected to each other. Below all of these letters, there are the words Home and Garden Television in blue text. 2010 to the present, everything changed to black and the words Home and Garden Television have been removed. And finally, move on to the Jackson Studio Album Discography. Here's the short bio so you don't know what the Jackson Studio Album Discography was. In the discography, the Jacksons have released 16 studio albums, with Diana Ross Presents the Jackson 5 being their first album and 2300 Jackson Street being their final album.
And now, without further ado, let's get started. 1969 to May 1970. This is the album cover for their debut album Diana Ross Presents the Jackson 5, released on December 18, 1969. This is also their first album to be released under Motown Records, as well as being the first album to be released under the Jackson 5 name. There are all 5 members of the Jackson 5 and they are all inside this orange rounded square with black outline, which is inside the stark red background. To the right of the members of the group, there is a shape with the words Diana Ross Presents in maroon text, the words The Jackson 5 in yellow and red gradient text, and the names of all the songs in the album in yellow and black text inside of it. May 1970 to September 1970. This is the album cover for their second album ABC, released on May 8, 1970. There are all 5 members of the Jackson 5 leaning on the letters in red text with white outline, B in yellow text with white outline, and C in lavender text with white outline. Above the letters, there are the words Jackson 5 in white text with black outline. All of these things are inside this blue background. September 1970 to October 1970. This is the album cover for their third album, released on September 8, 1970. There are all 5 members of the Jackson 5 inside a black background with pink light inside of it. Also inside the background, there are the words the Jackson 5 in red text and the words third album in yellow text. October 1970 to 1971, this is the album cover for their first Christmas album and overall their fourth album, Jackson 5 Christmas Album, released on October 15, 1970. There is one side of a gift box with the members' faces on the tags. On the top of this cover art, there are the words Jackson 5 in light blue text and they are above the words Christmas Album in white text. 1971 to 1972, this is the album cover for their fifth album Maybe Tomorrow, released on April 12, 1971. This is a close-up picture of 3 out of the 5 Jackson 5 members. 1972 to March 1973, this is the album cover for their sixth album Looking Through the Windows, released on May 23, 1972. There are self-portraits of all 5 Jackson 5 members and they're inside this brown background. Above the portraits, there are the quotes words Looking Through the Windows in orange text and they are above the words Jackson 5 stacked together and in orange text. March 1973 to September 1973, this is the album cover for their seventh album Skywriter, released on March 29, 1973. This is a grayscale picture of all 5 Jackson 5 members leaning on an airplane. On the top of this cover art, there is a dark blue square with an outline. Inside it, there is a white circle behind the word Skywriter in white signature text, which is below the word Jackson in white text. Below the circle, there is the word 5 in white text, except that the letter F is a number 5 instead. September 1973 to 1974, this is the album cover for their 8th album GIT, Get It Together, released on September 12, 1973. There are the letters GINT in red text with the black 3D effect, with the dot on the letter I being a yellow circle with a red heart with the black letter J and a black number 5 in black text inside of it. Surrounding the dot on the letter I, there are the words Get It Together and the Jackson 5 in red text. All of these things are inside this gold background. 1974 to 1975, this is the album cover for their 9th album Dancing Machine, released on September 5, 1974. There are all 5 members of the Jackson 5 and they are inside this light blue square, which is inside this red background. Inside the square, there are the words Jackson 5 stacked together and in yellow text with black outline. Above the square, there are the words Dancing Machine in yellow text. 1975 to 1976, this is the album cover for their 10th album Moving Violation, released on May 15, 1975. This is also their final album to be released under Motown Records as well as being the last album to be released under the Jackson 5 name. There is an image of all Jackson 5 members sitting in a black car. Above the car, there is a shape with the word Jackson in black text above the number 5 in red text. Also above the car, there is a white oval with black outline with some black and red words that I'm not able to read right now. Below the car, there are the words Moving Violation in white text. The images inside this black background. 1976 to 1977, this is the album cover for their self-titled 11th album, released on November 5, 1976. This is also their first album to be released under Epic Records as well as being the first album to be released under the Jacksons name. There are all 5 members of the Jacksons and they are inside this light blue background. Above them, there are the words The Jacksons in white text. 1977 to 1978, this is the album cover for their 12th album Going Places, released on October 18, 1977. There is a lot going on, so I can only say that there are the words The Jacksons and Going Places in red text. 1978 to 1980, this is the album cover for their 13th album Destiny, released on October 18, 1978. There are all 5 members of the Jacksons sitting on the word Destiny in stone text. Next to the members, there are the words The Jacksons in red signature text. All of these things are inside the stormy ocean background. 1980 to 1984, this is the album cover for their 14th album Triumph, released on October 18, 1980. There is a grayscale picture of all 5 members of the Jacksons inside a black background. On the top of this cover art, there is the word Jacksons in silver text with neon blue outline, except that the letter O is an I. Above that word, there is the word The in white text. Below the word Jacksons, there is the word Triumph in white text. 1984 to 1989, this is the album cover for their 15th album Victory, released on July 2, 1984. There are 6 people inside a galaxy background, with 5 of them being part of the Jacksons. On the top of this cover art, there is the word Jacksons in silver text. 1989, this is the album cover for their 16th and final album, 2300 Jackson Street, released on May 28, 1989. There is a grayscale image of 4 out of the 5 Jacksons members. Above the image, there is a sign with the words 2300 Jackson Street inside of it. Below the image, there are the words The Jacksons in black text.
Alright, that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Logo History. Now, see you tomorrow for a brand new episode. Stay tuned for episode 914, Drama and Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Also, be sure to like the video, share this with your friends, and leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss another video from me as we're on the road to 5,000 subs. Bye for now.